Hey y'all, Bill the How-To Guy here. Feel free to subscribe at youtube.com/Bill the How-To Guy because Bill will show you how to. Hey everyone, I'm going to show everybody how to iron a dress shirt. And this is a very wrinkled dress shirt. It's made out of cotton. One thing I must emphasize before you start ironing a shirt is to check the label and make sure it doesn't say dry clean only. Because if it says dry clean only, you're going to want to take it to your local dry cleaners and have it done. But if it's not dry clean only, it's probably cotton. But you can confirm that by checking in the label. And then your iron, and different irons are configured differently, but this iron has a button that says cotton. So I've heated the iron up. I've got water in it because you're going to need to push your steam button on your iron as you iron to get out hard wrinkles. And so here we go. We're going to start on the ironing board with one side of the shirt. And you don't want to push down terribly hard, but you do want to push hard enough to get the wrinkles out. And if you run into rough spots, especially around the part of the shirt where the buttons go through, you may have to hit the steam button on that as you push. If you go too fast when you're ironing, you're going to have to repeat the process and go over it several times. So you want to go slow, but you don't want to go so slow that you run the risk of burning the fabric. Because if you left the iron on one spot for too long, you could either burn the fabric and or start a house fire. So that wouldn't be too good. So you can do this in any order you want to. Typically I do one side of the shirt, I do the sleeve, and then I do the back side of that sleeve, and then I go to the other side of the shirt and do the same thing, and then the collar. But the order doesn't really matter. I mean, once it's ironed, it's ironed. But need to be sure to do both sides of that sleeve too, because if you just do one, you're going to have one side that looks wrinkled. Now I'm going to do the other side of the shirt. And don't forget the back of the shirt. That's something that a lot of people forget. And they don't notice that they forgot it because you don't have eyes on the back of your head. You do on the front, so you can see the front when you look in the mirror, but the back you can't. And if you think about it, if you're working in an office environment and people typically just see the back side of you, they're going to notice it. And as far as they're concerned, they'll think that you didn't iron the front of your shirt either because they can't see it, because they just see your back. So always remember that. And speaking of that, now I'm doing the back of the shirt. Back of the shirt, probably going to have to take 2 flips to get all corners of it. Because you just want to make sure you do all the way around, because otherwise it looks crappy. Okay, now I've got the front, both sides on the front, the back, the sleeves on both sides. Now I'm going to do the collar. Now, one thing to remember about the collar is always have it unbuttoned when you're ironing it. And likewise, before you put it in your washing machine, you want to make sure it's unbuttoned, because if it's buttoned when it's washed, you run the risk of damaging your shirt, the buttons and or the shirt. So there you have it. That's a perfectly ironed shirt. No wrinkles in it. And all I'm going to do now is just hang it up on a hanger, and it'll stay in perfect condition. Thanks for tuning in. Feel free to check out all the videos. Bill the How-To Guy. It's youtube.com/Bill the How-To Guy. Y'all have a good day.